Do it now. It's showtime. Okay.
Evening, Council, Mayor. I'd like to introduce myself. I've watched you guys plenty of times on the live streams and whatnot, and I've met a few select of you, but I came here from Boca Raton, Florida in the year 2016. I wasn't on your guys' tax rolls in 2015. I paid $100,000 in taxes in 2017. That shows the type of dedication that I put in at 27 years old to the city. I hear all the problems that we have going on. Council President, the one thing that you said resonates with me and something that I've been trying to, jump on top of, which is Atlantic, Pacific Ave, the people that we have out there. It is just, from somebody who's not even from here, who sees this place through a tourist's eyes, boy, it's really disappointing. And it comes down to, I've met with all the different functioning groups in this city. We've got a problem with police. There's not enough of them. They're understaffed. It's just the truth. There's 16, 18 guys patrolling a city. There should be 38, 48 of them. I heard you mention about the $25,000 to get that pump fixed. Somehow we got to get it going that we can get more police on our streets to clean this up. This city is, it's just too big, and there's too many people here for the little amount of police presence we have. Jumping into something else, one thing I've noticed is that I don't think people are all fond of CREDA. I'm not. From a small business guy and in the private sector, they're extremely difficult to work with in trying to clean neighborhoods up and try to promote positive growth in the areas like that I am working in, which are the Texas beach blocks along Pacific Ave, Texas Ave that is. But one of the things that we can do here at the city is we have to have a stronger code enforcement on our property owners. I'm noticing that other property owners that are in my neighborhood, they are used to this old mentality of a low-level tenant maybe and just doing just enough to get by. And unfortunately, that's not good enough for what we're trying to do here in this city. We've got to jump down these people's throats. We have to find them, and we have to follow up on that. And I've heard that that's a broken process within the city, that these property owners get fines, but it's not followed up on. They're not required to come to court. And a lot of these out-of-town landlords, they need to have to make that trip here a few times and catch a few fines to actually get them to up the bar of their properties. And those people we talk about on Pacific Ave and Atlantic Ave, they're staying in those properties. They're staying in these chopped up row homes and stuff like that. So in conclusion, I'd like if somehow we could get together as a city and focus on our end of it. I know we got to work with CREDA. I know it's a complex situation, but no, there's guys like me out here who also want this to happen, and they're here to support you guys in that whole process. I was in Miami in an area called Wynwood that was an awful area that is now changed to a vibrant arts district, and what happened there was a public and private partnership, and I'm all for that. So thank you guys very much.
And point well taken. And as far as excuse me, the police and the lack of manpower, that's an item that the Council Committee of the Administrative and Governmental Affairs took to CRDA. We would like to, see them take on more full-time police officers, and that way we can replenish the Class 2 fleet. I think is very important. And as far as excuse me, issues, just common cleaning issues or any other issues in your area of business, one of the things that the report, said that things should be streamlined. There's no way that you should have to go to CRDA to get one approval and come back to the city, and then, there's a lack of communication, and that's one thing that our monthly meeting with CRDA, we want to kind of close that gap. We should be talking to each other and should be communicating more. And one of the good things is it was stated the goal is to bring, everything back to the city as far as, the planning department, because I see Mr. Callahan, who is a guru when it comes to the zoning and planning board. I might have just got you some more money. But, he's been around a long time, and I'm sure that he could say, and Mr. Jordan, longtime zoning board member, that's one thing that the city has always done well with zoning and planning. Everything needs to come through this building, so that way we know what's going on, because it's unfair. Some of the zoning board members didn't even know what was going on with Hard Rock and Ocean, but they represent Atlantic City on the zoning board. So we're trying to take the necessary steps, and hope you'll play a part in the future of making Atlantic City better. Thank you for your investment.
Joyce Molyneux.